Famous people who mocked God and what happened to them. All religion in this world teaches its believers to abide by its laws. God also prohibits us from challenging its authority. No matter how much fame, money, and success you have, it does not give you the license to think that you are beyond God's reach. Even in the Bible, God deals with King Nebuchadnezzar, who sees himself as God. But before that, kindly subscribe and turn on the notification button for more quality videos like this. Thank you. Here are influential people who famously mocked God and ended up dead. 1. Tancredo Neves, President of Brazil. During his presidential campaign, he said if he got 500,000 votes from his party, not even God would remove him from presidency. Sure, he got the votes, but the unfortunate he got sick a day before he was made president and died. 2. John Lennon, The Beatles. John Lennon was a British legendary who co-founded the British invasion band called The Beatles in the 1960s. Lennon and co-writer Paul McCartney wrote hundreds of songs together along with George Harrison and Ringo Starr. And together they remained at the top of the list for nearly a decade. The ladies were head over heels in love with John Lennon. Some years ago, during his interview with an American magazine, Lennon had said, "Christianity will end, it will disappear. I do not have to argue about that. I am certain. Jesus was okay, but his subjects were too simple. Today we are more famous than him." 1966. On the 8th of December 1980, Lennon was shot 6 times in his head by one of his fans in front of his house and died on the spot. Interesting fact, he kind of did predict how he would die. Now, that's spooky. 3. Cazuza, bisexual Brazilian composer, singer and poet. During a show in Caneceo, Rio de Janeiro, while smoking his cigarette, he puffed out some smoke into the air and said, "God, that's for you." He died at the age of 32 of lung cancer in a horrible manner. 4. Thomas Andrews, Titanic shipbuilder. Thomas Andrews, who built the Titanic. After the construction of Titanic, a reporter asked him how safe the Titanic would be. With an ironic tone he said, "Not even God can sink it." The result, I think you all know what happened to the Titanic. 5. Marilyn Monroe, Hollywood celebrity. She had a perfect life anyone could ever dream of, a remarkable amount of wealth and great fame. She was visited by Billy Graham during a presentation of a show. He said the Spirit of God had sent him to preach to her. After hearing what the preacher had to say, she said, "I don't need your Jesus." A week later, she was found dead in her apartment. 6. Campinas, in 2005. In Campinas, Brazil, a group of friends, drunk, went to pick up a friend. The mother accompanied her to the car and was so worried about the drunkenness of her friends. And she said to the daughter holding her hand, who was already seated in the car, "My daughter, go with God and may He protect you." She responded, "Only if He, God, travels in the trunk, 'cause inside here, it's already full." Hours later, news came by that they had been involved in a fatal accident. Everyone had died. The car could not be recognized what type of car it had been. But surprisingly, the trunk was intact. The police said there was no way the trunk could have remained intact. To their surprise, inside the trunk was a crate of eggs, none was broken. 7. Christine Hewitt. Jamaican journalist and entertainer, said the Bible, Word of God, was the worst book ever written. In June 2006 she was found burnt beyond recognition in her motor vehicle. Humans can only come up with theories, but God alone knows the true reasons for their death. Leave your comment on this and share story. If you like this video, kindly like, subscribe and turn on the notification button, in order to be notified when we publish new videos. God bless you.